Today we're on a VFR flight from Corona to Agua Caliente in the eastern side of San Diego County out in the desert. Really not much there. I'm not expecting a whole lot. There are some natural hot springs about a half mile from the airport, but I was just looking for someplace close to go today, and this seems like the place. We're currently out of 8,500 for 9,500. Even though this flight's only 85 miles long, there is some high terrain between us and the airport, so we've got to get up over that. And then it'll be a real quick descent down into the desert valley where the airport resides. So what's at the airport? Yeah, not much. There's a liquor store. That's what they brag about. That's kind of a bad sign. But there is actually a park with some natural hot springs. It just seemed like a quick little flight I could take today, and I'm by myself and just kind of enjoy that, so that's what I chose to do. I don't head off in this direction very often because this kind of takes you out into no man's land. A whole lot past this, and then slightly beyond that is the Mexican border. I'm getting a lot of email about my Kindle and how I'm using it in the cockpit, and I thought I'd take this opportunity to answer a lot of questions I'm getting. The Kindle is for the airplane only. I didn't buy it for books, so let's not expect any book reports on it, although really that's what the Kindle was made for. It is owned by Amazon. Anyways, I have the approach plates for 5 states, airport facility directory for the Northwest and the Southwest on there. Miscellaneous AOPA, kneeboard formats, nav logs on
300 to 340, Mach 123.
And I don't think I'm even using half the space on. The space is not really an issue. Where do I get my stuff at? I've been going to airbrief.com, www.airbrief.com. They've got a nice little software package put on your computer. That way, when you do your updates, it just updates what you did last time. It just put a check in the box and downloads it. It saves what you did. Next time you go there, you just put download, and it goes back and updates all that stuff. Also, there's a button to delete all the old stuff on your Kindle. So, why the Kindle over the Jeppesen? I've been a Jeppesen subscriber, not continuously, but I've used them since 1978 when I got my instrument rating. And it just gets old stuff on that book all the time. So I've been looking for something at a reasonable price that would replace that. Jeppesen has an e-reader. I think they want $1,200 for it. The Kindle's a lot cheaper than that. So my California Jeppesen, this for California is about 3 inches thick. I showed this before. The Kindle is extremely thin. I'm getting everything on this little tablet. It's really easy to use. Actually, right now I have the airport facility directory for the airport I'm going to. AOPA keyboard format. Like I said, I really like using that. So I loaded that on here too. Like it's in PDF format, so it's really easy to transfer. It's the wrong way is the problem. I wrote AOPA and said, you know, if you could give us an option, we could download our pages one above the other instead of side by side and make it much easier to use. And I got, yeah, thanks for the email, but they really didn't pay attention to it. So with the Kindle, if you turn it the other way, it will actually revert to that format, and it makes it a little bit easier to read. The Kindle is really clear. I can read it when it's the normal way, but it's a little easier to read turned this way. Obviously, where I'm going, there's not an approach, so I can't use that for an example. Get one up here. So here is San Diego International localizer runway 27 approach. Again, let's try to get out of the sun there. Again, real easy to see. Whether it's in the sun or not, it's real easy to see. And I don't know, it's just a real easy thing to work with. People are talking about the AOPA nav log. I put it on here, and my friend said, well, don't you write the times and you go by everything? And the answer would be no. I usually don't keep track of that. So if that's your situation, you may want to print it out in paper. But pretty short nav log on here since I'm just going GPS direct. But that's what it looks like. The next question I got was, what do you do with the Kindle when you're flying? And that was actually my question at first. But then I found this kneeboard that's actually made for pilots and the Kindle. I mean, you can't argue with the thing. ForPilotsOnly.com sells this. They sell different versions. One, this sheet goes back, and the other one doesn't have this door at all. I kind of like the door because it protects the glass and I can lay stuff on there. Plus I got a place to write. But anyways, 4pilotsonly.com, look them up and you'll find this kneeboard available on there. It's really well made. It's got a protective covering on the inside to protect the Kindle from damage, and when you close the door, the keys are all protected. So as you can see, to shoot an instrument approach on the Kindle will actually be pretty easy. Even in direct sunlight, it's extremely readable. If you're setting up for the localized runway 9 approach and the runway changes, you just come over and you click next page or previous page, depending which way you're going, and it falls over to the next approach plate, which in this case is localizer runway 27. It's Lindbergh. But it's time to get set up for the airport, so I'm going to go to the AOPA kneeboard format I printed out. Printed PDF file, that is, and put it on here. 122.9 is a frequency. Runway 1129, right traffic, runway 29. All aircraft pattern altitude 2,020 feet.
Wind V11, turn radar, they're two minutes out there right off your wing, they're coming in now. We've got some vehicles on the MSR coming in, not identified as hostile. But there's so many individual off at your 11 o'clock. And from radar, you've got all four on board, I don't see anybody else, get out of the area.
Aqua Caliente traffic, Blanca 4201 Bravo. We're 3 miles to the east-southeast inbound for landing. We'll enter on the upwind leg for runway 28.
Aqua Caliente traffic, Rugby 71, flight 2V22 is currently departing the runway. We'll be departing off to the northeast.
Pull up.
Aqua Caliente, Blanca 01 Bravo, departure in crosswind, runway 29. I got both departing aircraft in sight.
Up. Pull up. Pull up.
Aqua Caliente traffic, Rugby 71, flight of 2, departing out to the northeast.
Aqua Caliente, Blanca 01 Bravo, downwind, runway 29. Flaps approach. Aqua Caliente, Blanca 01 Bravo, base leg, 29er, right traffic. Alright, 3 in the green, mixture rich, prop set for go around.
Terrain, pull up.
Full flaps. This airport is 2,500 feet long, not terribly short, but just want to make sure you remember that when you come in here because that go around would be interesting.
Blacklist, from radar. All